I'm back.
Let's go. Synthwave, check. Okay, let's start down a little. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not supposed to swear in the first 30 seconds. What time we at? Producer! Minute 49? Allegedly. Probably not right. Oh, God. It's been a while. It's been a while. You know? I've just been living off them affiliate checks. Making it rain. You know? I grew my TikTok huge. 7,000 followers. Can you believe that? Hundreds of video, 100,000 views. Just been crushing it. Let's bring them in. Bam. We got ourselves today. Oh, even the bass hit. It's Galaxy. It's called Galaxy Synthwave. Why not, right? We're gonna just pull it down a little bit more. It's a bit heavy today, you know? Bro, I saw the new extension you got for it. I love I was the only love on the comment. You got a couple likes, 2 likes at the time. I put a love on it. That new feature, I was like, damn, good call. You got to include that. But anyways, today we got my wife. When I give her bad introductions, I pay the price. So my lovely, beautiful wife, Miss Tiffany's here. You're supposed to say hi.
Say hi.
Oh, did you? Okay. My bad. I may have to turn everybody up. Turn them up. So we got some synth going hard. And then we have the Tron Star.
What up?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll test it. I'm down to test it. I'll even do a new AI tools video on it on TikTok. I think that would work out good. I'm looking for more. I'm back to doing the videos. It's really successful. But man, making TikTok content, that stuff's tiring. Not gonna lie. It was a lot because it wasn't like I could just do it's free, but like I sent like 10,000 users to Blue Willow, which is a free one. Got over 100,000 views on it. Then they gave me all this awesome access for it. So, you know, why not? Why not do it for you too at the same time? Get you some views on it. And it's a TikTok product, so everybody using TikTok, use it before it's banned, you know? One sec. All right. Got a little bit of a sinus infection. Can't do anything about that. But anyways, I thought I'd talk today about ChatGPT 4 and ads and just how much better it's got. ChatGPT 4, a lot better. You'll see lots of, and don't mind the coloring and everything. I didn't change my white balance because that'd be racist. Just kidding. Don't cancel me. Yeah, of course, I'm still playing around with AI tools nonstop. I have a bunch of stuff in the back end going on right now. That's why I was gone. That's the real reason. I'll let the rest just be, whatever. Canceled. I set up Oh, you did set up an affiliate for it? Bro, I'll show you a comparison right now. So looking at ChatGPT 4, just to jump into it. I don't want to waste too many people's time. But like, let's take a look at it. So I do ads for a book of remedies. It's one of my main affiliate products. I made millions of dollars from it. Blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not going to just sit here, jerk myself off. That's for my OnlyFans. Sign up now. So this is ChatGPT. You can see at the top, this is 3.5. The thing is, both of them are technically policy and compliant. So ChatGPT doesn't fully know the rules right now. Looking for natural remedies to help you take control of your health? ? See, that's the part that's against policy. And we can talk about policy all fucking day long. Policy is just like a personal attribute. You can't say that they're looking for it. Like, hey there, you looking to lose weight? You looking to be less stupid? You know, you can't say that. It doesn't work. Look no further than the Book of Remedies or Comprehensive Guide. So this is the old version of it. And I was like, okay, it's not bad. It gave me some stuff to work with. I have some access to like some special AI that not many people have access to. I have like Bing access. I have all these other ones, some special ones, but not like the. I don't have GPT-4 in Playground yet. I'm trying to get access to it. If I really kept pushing over the last month, my whole AI persona, whatever influence, then I probably would have got a lot more access. And I have lots of people just like emailing me, basically being like, "Hey, would you like to get paid to do this review or all this other stuff, get early access?" I'll leverage that. So this was the first ad, and it wasn't that bad overall for an ad. Like you could pick from it, but it still takes a professional to work with it. Then I had ChatGPT 4 make the same ad with the same prompt. We're looking at a completely different fucking story here. Look at this thing. Introducing the Book of Remedies. Unleash natural healing power. And I said just write a Facebook ad for the following website. And I gave him the website. I used the same prompt in both. So this one right here, you see any emojis? Nah, no fucking emojis. Not a single one. Not even the best call to actions. Policy and compliant, and not that bad. This is like beginner. If I were to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. But then we compare it to these bad boys. So I also tried to make it right a policy compliant one. It's like, hey, because it's all about blah blah blah, policy compliant. But they include automatically, so they included emojis, which is brilliant. But this is where, so tired of relying on pharmaceutical solutions for your health problems and getting cured? Discover the incredible healing powers of nature with the Book of Remedies. So I can say like discover the incredible. All I have to do is take this part out. So it's not perfect. It doesn't know the rules. It will get you banned for it. And I also wouldn't recommend like, hey, ditch your pharmaceutical. No, keep taking. Try to find an alternative. Like I'm not for selling snake oil or anything like that. As much as I am an affiliate, I'm an ethical affiliate. So it puts me at like a severe disadvantage. And yeah, so basically this so far, great. Click here to learn more. It's interesting to put the link above the fold. Last one didn't even include the link. Do you know that nature has remedies of countless ailments? Learn ancient wisdom and natural healing methods with the Book of Remedies, blah, blah, blah. Comprehensive guide and deals the hidden potential of medicinal plants, herbs, and natural remedies that you can find in your backyard. Like, this is all fucking brilliant so far. And look, it even did like a little listicle too at the same time. And everybody's downplaying ChatGPT 4. They're like, nah, it's not that big of an upgrade, Just let me just take a hit of my asthma puffer and then really get into this. But no, this is way fucking better. Way better. When, like, as someone who does ads for a living, and that's how I make all my money, I'm like, which one would I rather use? Like, this one is probably 500% better if I were to give it a number. So what's inside the book? It's even got emojis. It's even got, like, they do the bullets for the emojis too, which is like, damn, that's awesome. Over 800 tried and tested natural remedies. Like, that's even saying tried and tested. Brilliant. I've never put that. Detailed descriptions and usage instruction for each remedy. Beautiful illustrations and photographs. Like, I didn't even have this stuff on the landing page, most of this stuff. And it wasn't split up like this, and I didn't add all these keywords to it. So these guys are definitely like, yeah, ChatGPT 4, they understand the ad game a lot better. Of course, I haven't tested it for like haikus or poetry or anything. All I care about is like, okay, how do we make ChatGPT make us money? Honey, get the camera. We got a good ad maker. So this is why, like, copywriters should be a little bit worried about this one. Like, by all means, it's not making brand new hooks. Like, this is really just a direct response ad. I'm not basically saying like, it's coming up with unique ideas for ads, but maybe. Reclaim your health and wellness with the Book of Remedies. Limited time offer. Get your copy now and receive a special 40% discount. I typically put 80% in my ads, which I found out was a lie. And they got the right one without me giving any instruction on it, which is good. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life with the healing powers of nature. Join thousands of satisfied readers and take the first step towards a healthier and happier you. Got dyslexia since I left the internet. Get your copy now and embark on your journey to natural healing. Like, I love that phrase. That's so good. You can't hate on this ad copy that much. Like, of course, if I were to hire, like, you know, one of those copywriters, laptop lifestyle, like, oh, I only do rev share and $10,000 per word, you know, yeah, they'll probably create something a bit better. You'll have a bit more ideas for it. But when it comes to, like, comparing it to my skill, which I'm not a good copywriter, I know what good copy looks like, and I'll own it, you know. Don't have to be good at everything or the best at everything. I know enough to know what's good. It's like, what's that effect called? The Bollinger effect? The Bollinger effect? No, guess not.
Bullwinkle?
The what? The Bullwinkle?
I don't know. It's just.
Yeah. So, we got background fan just to take care of the degenerate cigar smoke that comes from my office. Oh, I can even put these on soundproof, so I can't hear myself. Whoa. Yeah, I'm using AirPods because the headset, like, it has issues cutting me out, but now it's pretty good overall. So I asked it to do a copy compliant version, and it changed. So it did change part of it, as you can see. And look, it put a note at the end of it. So this was good. Like, it added a disclaimer, which is probably best for your ad, to be honest. Like, you should have a disclaimer with something like this. And I don't ever claim to heal where it's like, you're doing it all wrong. No, I'm all about natural alternatives. If it can be an alternate for you, test it out. If it doesn't work, you don't just be like, well, doctor, you obviously know nothing. Screw these antibiotics that are saving my life right now. Yeah, so it's one of those things, you know, where it's like, okay, here's a perfect example of how much better it is for ads, which is crazy. I really like this version of it. So just in general, and it's like now with this with the new ChatGPT, it was actually pretty awesome. I got my credit card stolen. I got all the charges back. It doesn't. Amex number one. Don't ever hate on Amex in front of me. But I had like thousands of dollars worth of recurring for AI programs just because I was testing out everything. And it's good because it cut all those down. So now I only have the good ones. Because there was some where I just sign up and I'm like, well, I'll never remember that one. And I can build every single month for it. And then I still don't remember to fix it. And yeah, it happens, you know. Oh no, climate in my office isn't cigar ideal. Yep, we're still doing the cigar thing. I did some camping too. It was cold, but it was good. Except for I did some camping, and there were sea lions across from us. I didn't know this, but sea lions don't fucking sleep. They'll go all night. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, oh, they're probably gonna stop now at some point. No, those motherfucks, they were nonstop. But it wasn't that bad. It was cool. I was hoping a killer whale would come up, teach him a lesson. But it didn't fully work. We didn't get the killer whale that we wanted. So yeah, just in general, it's like for advertising now, it's a significant, like, I wouldn't say we're not at, you know, the increase in data where it's like 1,000 times more data. No, it's not 1,000 times better. But what would I rate it? Like probably a 7, 8 out of 10, and probably some of these would actually crush. Fuck, this lighter's broke. All my one type of lighters broke kind of at the same time. But we'll do some other examples for it. Just in general, see how it compares. We do have additional affiliate products that we're going to be advertising with it and everything else. And question is it going to work? Is it going to be better? Answer: yes, it is. No problem there. We have no problem at all. Yeah, this program always complains. Whenever I do over 6,000 bitrate, it's like, oh no, that's too much for networks. Definitely not too much. All right, let's go to a new chat. So at the top, you have to basically select it, which one you want. There's default, which I hate how they... Oh, they give them ratings now. So let's take a look at this. The reasoning is great for this. The speed is good, and the consciousness is good. So basically, they've made it perfect reasoning. It has the best reasoning. Humans don't compare right now. It's maxed it out. So I guess it could not possibly reason better. Which is interesting. So, here we go. I'm just going to pull up one of my affiliate products, which some would like to call Auden. So, create an ad for this product. I'm not sure. It's a new webpage, so we'll see if it's able to actually go and see it. Dang, it's good so far. But who knows? Did my synthwave stop? Oh, it did. Bam. There we go. So this one isn't as good as a bunch of herbal remedies. Although the thing is, I kind of gave it a bunch of sample data from the last version.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might have had different context.
Oh, but now it's starting to add those emojis in.
Oh, okay.
It's also doing a lot longer form, if you notice.
I like how it went with the wrench for the fully customizable.
I know. I actually like their emoji selections better than my own emoji selections.
No, it's good.
Damn, long form. Like, these guys don't give a fuck anymore. I'll do the exact same thing for... It won't even be able to do it for 3.5 most likely. Because technically it doesn't have access to the internet.
Yeah, when I'll ask it like a coding question, it'll give me paragraphs on explaining it, everything, and I'm like, just give me the code, you know what I mean? Like, don't waste your cycles.
Yeah, don't waste your output on it.
It does.
Well, the next one, could you be like, please provide the code only?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll do that.
So let's see what happens when I try 3.5. It's like a month difference and AI is this big. It's kind of scary, right? I look like all grayed out just because there's smoke in front now. We got this. We got this, fam. We got this. We also have tons of light from outside. Oh, I was able to do it at least. And this is a newer website than 2 years, so they must have updated the data set. I can't see there being any other way. You know, it has to have an updated data set.
Unless it has some sort of context from the GPT-4 run, but
maybe.
I don't know. Probably not.
Maybe they're actually using it so it goes online now. Okay, so we look at this. It's not that motivating. Introducing Auden Hearing, the innovative, affordable solution to improve your hearing and quality of life. It's not too bad. Revolutionary hearing aid. So we compare it to this. Like, this provides a lot like benefits and everything else. But it is personal attributes. Are you tired of struggling to hear voices of your loved ones? Oh, there he is. Yeah, Philip, you know what they say? Oh, where is it? Get ready for it. Pause synthwave.
I'm back.
Hey, how's it going? We got more people joining now. This is good. It's good. Yeah, I'm back. I was gonna come back in April, but the problem is, if you come back in April, the first day is April Fool's, so it's like, I'm back, guys, and everyone's like, oh, what kind of joke is this? It doesn't fully work. But yeah, GPT-4, so much better for writing ads, like especially when it comes to affiliate, direct response ads, and everything else. Oh, damn. We're gonna test it on advertorials too at the same time today, because why not, right? So, like I said, we're still policy incompliant on this because I don't think they know the Facebook rules, which is fine. there's probably some way that you can prompt them to read all the Facebook rules and understand them. The problem is there's a lot of gray area rules that they don't fully tell you in their ad policy, where it's like, yeah, this should be good, but then like personal attributes in their rules are a lot less than what they actually kill you for. Dang. So we're sponsored by Monster again. We still have energy drinks, still have cigars. Nothing's changed. Bad habits, check. Maybe ChatGPT will convince me to quit one of them, or both. Who knows? Not gonna give it the chance though. That's what AI really wants. Discover the breakthrough technology of on hearing aids, designed to transform your life and connect you to the world like never before. Yeah, I ran into that problem. So I have support looking into it right now. The thing is, for me, I thought it was like somewhat of a challenge. I have it running on a different page and a couple other variables right now, and I somewhat got it fixed. But what's happening is I think it's because they're going to a Shopify backend. And there's multiple ways I'm tackling it right now. So I'm giving a test with Volume Tracker. Volume's a little bit expensive, but it's worthwhile. And that gives you like full picture, etc. You can do post back. But yeah, I also have them investigating a bit. Plus, I'm trying some new products because I get updates on just like, you know, what's best, what's not best, etc. So I'll have some new gems. I'll set up a couple new gems probably, maybe this week. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Set up a whole nother product to become profitable with it. Do it all live. Prove that it's just this simple. You know, you'll have the odd one that doesn't work out. And the whole thing too is you have to really just look at the math. As my son would say, the maths. You know, you got to look at just like not all products are going to be like a 2.0 ROAS. Some are going to be a 1.3, which means you have to spend $1,000 to make 300, but that's still a good amount. And it's just like businesses in general. A lot of them run off typical margins that are like a lot lower than you think. Physical stores and stuff, they're just spending lots of money to make that margin and getting lots of revenue for it. So it's like, yeah, 1.3 ROAS isn't bad. If you're spending $1 million, you just made 300K. Woo! It's not that bad. One of the things that has been working really well too is advertorials. You could absolutely crush an advertorial right now. And I'm thinking about pushing some of my strategy towards that. And of course, I'll give you guys all the keys and everything for it. But it just seems to be like advertorial gets really cheap clicks, and then your traffic mainly becomes remarketing. And then even the advertorial itself is somewhat profitable. So you profit on the advertorial, then you remarket everybody else who went to the advertorial and read the advertorial. So let's see if it can make an advertorial for this. Okay. Create an... Put this up a bit. Get out of the way. Create an advertorial for comparing them to traditional hearing aids cost. Hit me, GPT-4. See, because it's not an ad, we can say stuff like this. $1,000 and $6,000. Oh my god! You can use some of this for ad. I'm wondering how long it's gonna make it. I'm probably gonna have to tell it like, hey, you gotta make it longer. But that's fine. We boss AI around here. But they'll get you. I was actually gone because AI pulled me aside, brought me on their ship. Tucker Carlson actually made me believe in aliens recently. It's another one. You know? Another thing you're gonna ask it to do is I found out itchy ear. What so the reason why they could, and this is really powerful, and they don't really go into too much detail about it, is there's a law that was recently passed, and that's why you're seeing these cheap hearing aids pop up pretty much everywhere. Where the law was basically like you no longer need a prescription in order to get a hearing aid. And that law itself, like an advertorial about that law, so I'd have to look up like what the law is. Or let me just ask ChatGPT what the law is. I find currently it is the best ish. Like when it comes to just costs and everything, Facebook has lots of, yeah, they got lots of problems. They got lots of policy. I got banned today. I had to verify myself and everything else. But like when it comes to cost, it's good. YouTube's also good. Google's good. Bing's good. If you do an advertorial, you could also hit like Outbrain Taboola and all these other ones. I like to start with Facebook ads just because you kind of get the most consistent. There's less cracking it to figure out if it's even a viable product. So like with Facebook, I'll benchmark and see like, okay, does it make money? And if it makes money on Facebook, I'll see what kind of scale I can get it to, and then I typically try the other ad networks for it. Like I think there's a lot of potential when it even comes to stuff on like the Google side, the advertorial side. Like there's lots of other options for it. Okay, so what law lets you buy prescription buy hearing aids and without is it prescription or prescription? It'll understand. They shadow ban you. Yeah, no, they do. You eventually get like connections. Like shadow banning is horrible. You can get shadow banned. You can get banned for no apparent reason. Like literally this morning, I was banned on Facebook from advertising. Of course, I had to confirm and everything else, but so here's the law right here. Spent a decent amount on Facebook this year. Huh, that's interesting that you'd get no other customers. It depends what it is, like what the product is in general. High ticket stuff, oh, you can make some money off YouTube. YouTube is just as good, if not better. And I find like you have to balance where YouTube may be more expensive per click, but you get a higher quality and a better conversion rate. So that's one of the things I see where it's kind of like, yeah, you'll pay less for Facebook, but you'll get less conversion rate and you'll get less quality people. So they somewhat balance out. There is somewhat of an equilibrium right now, just in general, for these. So just an interesting way to look at it. So let's just ask it. Create an advertorial based on this law for phone product. Let's see what it does. Let's see if it understands that context. But yeah, Facebook can be a complete pain in the ass. And I am broadcasting this live on Facebook, so I do have to be careful. But the policy is not always good. You can actually, you can kind of pay to win too at the same time. There are people out there that'll just like make it so you could advertise anything at a certain cost. A ton of affiliates do it with like burner accounts and stuff. I know a guy who does lead gen, and he just uses burner accounts for it. So he pays like, $500 to $3,000 per ad account, and they eventually get shut down. But you could pretty much advertise quite a bit on it, and as long as it justifies the cost. But if you were to try to do it normally, it just wouldn't work. Whew, cigar is smoky. Can't really have my thing on. Reach on Google is amazing. You'll reach just as many. Like, you won't max out a Google budget. If you're in the U.S., you could spend $100K a day. I know people have spent $100K a day on YouTube. And on Google, you can spend way more than that if it's a very open general product. Google has no reach issue. Like, I've seen a company on Bing spend 1.7 million a month. And Bing only has like 5% of the market share. So like, a lot of the times, especially if you're in a big country, even a decent sized country, even if you're in Canada, Australia, you could spend more than you think. Like, you don't really have to worry about it's like, oh, I just used up all the audience on this platform. It's like, no, you likely didn't. You just have to make your offer so it could go out to more people. Or maybe it's fatigued for another reason, but the amount of reach and the amount of spend that you could do on those platforms is just crazy. So I got a question about running campaigns. You stop what's not working, but does adding hurt the algorithm? Well, if someone does a reset, so you like, let's say you have to be careful on your maintenance and you don't want to do it too much, like where every day the whole thing is, it's just like being a good plumber is not like, oh, I'm going to repair every single pipe every single time. No, you can cut stuff out and you can add stuff in, but realize that it may reset you into learning, and learning takes a while. So once you spend a certain amount of money and certain time on the platform, Facebook just does better and better. Like, I've seen clients where it was for months that nothing would work. You know, we target everything, very niche targeting, very open targeting. Didn't work. And then after months and months, the Facebook eventually does learn who the customer is, and then we could just not even target. So do like general targeting, and then general targeting even works for it. So over time, it gets better and better. Our store is invisible in searches in 5 kilometer radius, but people find us from 40 to 50 kilometer. What's going on with that? See, that's weird. The thing is too, like a lot of the search data and everything, like based on that, the 5 kilometers, a lot of the time they geo where the IP comes from, and the IP doesn't, like, they can't track IP per house. So typically what happens is you'll see it like go and basically be, you'll notice that it basically has a thing where you'll notice all the traffic is from like one spot, and that's where the ISP has its like its servers located. So you may actually be getting people from that 5 kilometer radius, or you may have to bid more. That's the thing too. Like, sometimes you have to bid more. I like to go out more anyways, because like, who can, if you get traffic, or if it converts at 40 to 50 kilometers, it's like, who cares? It's worthwhile. But at 5 kilometers, you may just have to play around with your bids. It may not be hitting people properly. Oh, Nick Appliances. I know you guys. I bought the most epic refrigerator that you could possibly buy. It makes craft ice, round craft ice, which I fucking love it, by the way. It's so good. I got craft ice and this thing right here. Craft ice and moonshine. No, I'm kidding. But even for that, it's like for high ticket appliances and everything, you typically, like, people are traveling more. Like, if I put a 5 kilometer radius, I wouldn't find fucking anybody, because I'm in West Van. Nobody sells appliances out here. I'd be halfway into the bay and up Cypress and everything else. So I wouldn't fully worry about the location. If anything, it's like, you want to find the area, or you want to always go extra wide, because like for a good appliance, like let's say if I'm getting a deal like I got from you guys, or I got a fucking amazing deal. Yeah, it's one of those things. And apologies, I haven't left a review yet. I'll definitely leave one for you. I'll chat you guys up. I'll do pictures and everything. I did a bunch of stories with my fridge. It's so sick. It has a glass window and you can knock and it lights up, and it's amazing. But yeah, you just basically, for those types of ads, for the areas, you want to almost target like lower mainland instead of being like a radius based. I don't like doing radius because radius isn't always that accurate, and usually you'll basically, what happens with radius is, like I said, it's not proper radius. And the thing is, like, it's the program, like Facebook is going to find where your best customers are regardless. So even if you were to set all of BC, you'd see most of your traffic would come from like Vancouver area, or whatever they call it, GVA, Greater Vancouver, Lower Mainland, etc. I could eventually learn that, but you somewhat pay a tax. The smaller that the area that you actually target with it, the more tax you pay. So you're paying a lot more, and you would have got all these other clicks for free. Like I target all the way into Vancouver, etc., West Van. You know, people are willing to, and the thing is, you could just make it context in the ads, like we could deliver to you. You know, cheap delivery, etc. Just so, like, for someone like me, if I see an appliance store, or like the reason why I went with you guys instead of someone else is like their delivery was a pain in the ass and so expensive and blah blah. And the thing is, I couldn't really go to other appliances. I'm like, I don't really know if they'd even deliver to me. So it's like really just figuring that out. So I'd go a lot wider for it, and just really I'd use ChatGPT to make the ads about it. See, this ad turned out pretty good, but so even if I do a new Chat GPT-4, um, here, do you have a website? It is. Let me see. Better have a website. A business.site. Come on now. Okay. So watch. Create a Facebook ad for. Bam. Here we go. Let's make it rain. So far, so good. Pretty good so far. Yeah, my TikTok was doing amazing. I got 7,000 followers, blah, blah, blah. I stopped for a month after that. I got a little burnt out. But I'm going to bring it back. The thing is, I already knew I could crush. Like, I was like, all right, I can crush this easy. I'll do it next month. But yeah, all the AI stuff. Okay, so then I'd be like, make the ad more about that no other company can beat our prices. Oh, they even put a rainbow. Transform your home, rainbow. Transform it into a different gender. But like, see, like something like that just works. Buy yourself a bloody domain, though. Come on, man. $5. nickappliances.ca. Put it to a website. It's still pretty good. At least you guys have a website. You know, you're doing better than most. I think like one thing you have to, and you're pretty good for it. It's just like you really want to tell them what to do. You know, like, or even like give them some examples of it. If you can have some inventory on it, because a lot of people like they're looking for the actual inventory itself, or even if it's a PDF. At least if somebody clicks on that, you know it's something that you want to remarket. So yeah, even unbeatable prices guaranteed at Nick's Appliances. Bam. Nice. Good to hear. But yeah, you guys do a good job like organically doing all this stuff on, let's say, like Marketplace and everything else. I'd keep doing that. Expand it to Craigslist. But what you want to do is, yeah, just basically update the website a bit. Like they may be hurting you a bit just even for the fact that it's not from a domain. And just use something like ChatGPT to come up with all your content and realize what people want when they search. Like for me, I would have loved to just see all your. I know keeping stock online is an absolute pain in the ass. You could do what some people do is they debate it, where they give some examples of prices, and then when they call in and etc., be like, "Oh, we're interested in this one." Be like, "Oh, well, it just went out the door. Urgency." You know, we got other stuff available for you though. Stuff that's even better. These are old prices. We got them new prices. Yeah, it's well. The thing is, even just providing some examples, or something that you're having issues on the floor selling, or maybe some really high end of like just look at the deals that you could get, or it's just like even like do a showcase of customers, basically being like, Matt was able to get a $5,500 fridge for $4,000 type deal. You know, the fridge of his dreams. He came in here for a dryer, walked out with a refrigerator and a dryer, just as an example of what they have. But it's like really, that's the kind of stuff I would have wanted. For me, I was just willing to do it because I was so fed up with like fucking Trail. That was a Trail piece of shit appliances. Hope you guys are watching. Fuck you guys. Um, but you know, anything like that, just giving people stuff to do on your website and giving them a purpose where it's like, hey, book your stay or anything else. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, let's take a gander. No virus links though. No virus. I already got my credit card stolen. Which is good they didn't. These guys were noobs. They didn't fully charge it up or anything. I only got a couple $1,000s of charges. Those bastards didn't know that. They could have done like $500K on it. Easy. Without even an approval. Actually, Amex kind of caught it before I did. But even, yeah, providing example deals, stuff like that. It's stuff people want to see. It's what I want to see. It's like, does he have the kind of stuff that I want? You know? It's like, or even just do it about, you get them, like get ChatGPT to rate you an advertorial on how to get the cheapest prices on appliances. You know? And why you're able to give such a good deal in pretty much everything else. So, you know, it's one of those things. It's worthwhile. Bam. But yeah, so like here's examples. These ads are so much better than what Chat. So if we look at what ChatGPT 3.5 would actually provide you, let's take a gander. Holy shit, it's fast though. Look at this thing go. Calm down. It's not that good. Where's my emojis at, you know? If you want to see my graphic design, just check out all my AI posts. I'm basically doing all this stuff where it's like, yeah, just AI image generation. But no, it's good. Can you believe it? But yeah, even the AI images, I'll do a live stream on Midjourney. The new Midjourney is fucking insane. Where it's like all the other companies were slowly catching up. And then Midjourney came out, just slapped everybody in the teeth. Okay, we gotta fill up the good lighter. Live. Don't mind me, I'm charging my Whoop at the same time. No Rolex today. We're looking after our heart instead of our bling. Because why not, right? Apply flame. This lighter. Oh. The double flamer. I was looking at a lighter last night at DuPont Galaxy. It's like $3,500, but I want it. So we'll see. We'll see. Business expense. No, I like to, so Philip, on your side, do you recommend testing an offer with an advertorial to landing page from start or just add to landing? Add to landing to start. Direct response. You really want to, like, that's your baseline right there and just see where it's at. If you're close to break even or if you're at break even, you know you're going to be able to make it quite a bit better. But if you can't even get the direct response going for it, I wouldn't do something like basically starting and just going to an advert. There's too many steps because then you won't know if your landing page is bad or not working. Because, you know, you have to advertorial to landing page. I'd try to a landing page, get your baseline number, see where you're at. It may not be profitable to start. Maybe like 0.8, maybe 0.7, maybe 0.5, but you can improve it from there where you're like, okay, the account's going to learn and that's going to make it get better. And over time, you're basically, you're just testing everything there. So you know it's going to learn. You know you can make your ads better. You know you can set up your landing page better. You know there's like lots of variables there that you can take care of. So like that's one of the things that you want to look at first. And then you implement something like an advertorial. Then it's like, hey, let's see how an advertorial compares. And they provide advertorials on Giddy-Up. So I wouldn't use it directly. I'd give it to ChatGPT. Be like, slightly rewrite this so it's not covered as duplicate content. They have 3 stores and over 500 appliances. Did you just have that one spot when I came and saw you guys? Oh, by the way, your delivery guys were epic. They're like Haitian or Jamaican, or there's something sweet like that. And it was pouring rain. I felt so bad for him. But I hooked him up. I gave him a really good tip and Cuban cigars. And they're like, oh, no fucking way. But yeah, good to see you guys growing in general. And I know it's probably also like to make more money, you need more room. Yeah, they're good guys. And they had to go, they went all the way up my driveway. That's like 100-foot fucking. I thought the fridge was going to literally outpower them and pull them back down. I was a little bit worried. I'm like, okay, it's fucked here. But somehow those guys got it. They got everything in. Got my old appliance out. Didn't a good amount of time in the fucking pouring rain. The poor guys. It did drop the fridge a little bit. It wasn't that bad though. I didn't blame them. It was wet. And everything was perfect on it. But yeah, they're awesome. Definitely keep connected with them. Good customer experience. It's all about finding good people. It's always hard to do. At your rate, you may need more delivery guys, though. Just saying. It took a bit. You got to double down. It's a hard one, though, because it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, they're heavy items, and you got to have people that are capable of doing it. And it's not just like moving IKEA furniture by any means. It's like, no, these things, like some of those fridges, fuck. I'd hate to have to do any stairs with a fridge or something like that. I think I bought a cart to get my old fridge out. They were willing to do it. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Just in case something happened. So I pull it out of my kitchen, and there was a small drop. It was like a 4-inch drop, and the cart could handle 500 pounds. And I think the fridge was 500 pounds. That cart fucking blew up when I hit the ground. I had to put the wheels back on it. It was all bent and shit. It was absolutely rickety. Bought like a $500 cart for moving one thing. So I hammered all this shit back in place and got it to my garage. So it's my garage fridge now. And if anybody fucks around at the bottom of my driveway, I'll just send it rolling at them. Absolutely. It'd bend an SUV in half if it hit anything. So we'll see. Well, March is an interesting time. The beginning of the month was really good. End of the month, and also there's less attention because of spring break. Especially going into the summer, when it starts to get hot, you're going to have a lot of appliance failures, and you're going to, like, that's when you're going to want to be in front of people. But you just got to figure out the arbitrage and give it more tries. And I try it on, like, Facebook more, even Google, like the keyword stuff, but just make sure your website's ready for it. Like, you really just want to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and be like, okay, you know, what would I want to do? What does my customer want to do? What are they looking for? You know, that they are looking for a cheaper price, so you want to provide some like evidence of that too at the same time. Give them some examples of the discounts that they get, you know, and everything else for it. So like that's going to be one of those big things. So yeah, just keep working at it. It'll get a lot better on that side. So yeah, so far these things are, I'm going to see what it could do for creating marketing angles. Okay, create Facebook ad angles. Oh, I guess I have to tell the website. Oh. Come on, finish up. Slightly slower. But yeah, Philip, also don't worry on my side. I'm going to be doing a lot more affiliate stuff, and I can jump into it more. I'll review some of like your accounts and everything during the stream. We can take a gander. And yeah, I'll give you some freebies for that one. Also, fun fact, affiliate course coming soon. Maybe I haven't been doing nothing, huh? Maybe I don't smoke 7 cigars a day. Maybe I do. Yeah, I think so. It does separate you, but I think the cheaper is like that's what people are going to be going for, and you can truly say that. No one fucking compares to your prices ever. And that's what people want, you know? So, like, you can add that on top. But what's your strongest message going out to the market? It's like, you always want to ask, like, what's your competitive advantage? And, like, it can be price, can be quality, it could be, like, lots of different things. Yours is definitely price. You want to run on that. Best Buy can't compare to your shit. There's no fucking way. The same thing that I got from you guys from Best Buy was, like, $1,500 more. And, you know, it would have took forever to get it. That's another thing, too, that you could compare. Cheap and available. You don't have to wait. Like, what are you going to wait for 2 months to get a refrigerator? Or for me, they wanted me to wait like 3 months to get a fucking dryer. No, I use money to solve my problems. I'm not fucking waiting that long. And I couldn't even pay them more and be like, hey, just give me a fucking dryer. No, I didn't have the ones that I needed or anything else. So I think it's like really just doubling down on that, where it's like, man, nobody can beat our price. And it's just like, yeah, pretty much. We went pretty hard on testing with Autumn, and we're profitable. It ran Facebook. Yeah, well, that could have been it. We can take a look at it. The thing is, Auden is a good product. Definitely a good product. I know there's some really good ones on right now too at the same time. So I think you just have to try a couple different ones for it. It may have been like Auden. It does have attribution issues. Like, that thing should be so much more profitable. And I may be getting a connection for another hearing aid that you get even more commission from, and it sells at an even better price somehow. Don't ask me fucking how, but it's amazing. But it's good. Like, the thing is, if it takes you 10 products till you find a winner, the winners print money. Like, they print millions of dollars. So it's like, when you find that, even if it is like a loss for a couple $100, that $100 or those hundreds of dollars, worthwhile. You got unlimited education from that. You just have to make sure you get everything out from it, and you know for next time, and you also kind of know how to set it up and start from the begin with. Like, you have to make all the mistakes, or else you don't learn what the mistakes are for it. So yeah, it's also kind of, you'll learn the whole like editing and everything else, but it's one of those things. And I know Tyler on his side, like, he had pretty good success with Audit from the start. Same thing, attribution issue. And I think that's just one of their problems in general. But no, we're gonna find more products. I'll do another one live and just make money from it to show you kind of what it looks like. Got lots more products coming. Lots more products. All right, so let's take a look. See if we can create angles. I may have to put list angles. Well, I could just about disappear from the smoke. My AIs go right through it, though. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm God. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Turn off the fire detectors, honey. I am the ghost of Matt streaming past. Oh, man, that's too much fun. Okay, so it does a pretty good job in general. Is it going away anytime soon? The funny thing is, it doesn't look this smoky for me, but it's the way the light's hitting the actual smoke from it. Ooh. That's great. Okay, let's take a look at these angles. Once they're done, at least. Jeez. ChatGPT 4 just like above and beyond. It's like that one student, you know? You're rating an essay and you do the bare minimum and they come with like fucking 20 pages and they always get the highest grades and you're like, fuck you. I will make more money than you. And if you're that student, you know who you are. Okay, so we got the natural healer. So I also can't read. The natural healer. Highlight the benefits of using natural remedies and plants to treat common health issues. Emphasize the importance of reconnecting with nature. So for reconnecting with nature, that means at one point I was connected with nature? Maybe. Self-sufficiency. This is always a good one. Self-reliance, like a good way of hitting it. Course I'm actually doing, I do a full blog build, full everything for it. So it's going to be good. And then also it has AI built into it to make lives so much easier because you guys don't want to learn every part, right? We want to learn how to do some of this stuff with AI, and I can do it all with AI right now, pretty much. Minus the building part. It's not that hard. One stream, I can build out a landing page. Okay, next one. I wonder why I have a sinus infection. Cigars. Okay, family health. Focus on the value of keeping your family healthy and safe by using natural remedies. Lost knowledge reclaimed. Chemical-free living. Bam. Save money on healthcare. That's pretty good. Power your health journey. Save money on healthcare. That's such a good angle for it. And even on medicine, with the inflation of everything right now. Also, Mr. Nick Appliances. You can use that. Save money. Because everything's inflating right now. It's like, you know that the average cost of appliances went up 40%. You know how much ours went up? 0. And you know how much cheaper we are? 30%. So not only are you saving on inflation, you're saving on price. Hey, guess what? We can get them to you the next day. Or we can do this. And we can do that and everything else. And at the same time, it's like people come back to us because we support everything. You know, we support warranty, etc. Okay, so Power Your Health Journey, the Survivalist Guide. Always good angle for it. Healthier Planet. You get them hippies involved. Heck yeah. Oh, by the way, we're only streaming an hour today. We don't have much time left. But I have made an oath, made a pact that I'm going to start streaming again. So we got daily streams. I'm going to make a stream schedule, and I was thinking about doing it like 10 a.m. I don't know what works out best for you guys, though. If like afternoon's best. The downside to 10 is we get shit light like this that I destroy with smoke. So I'm not sure if like the AM's best or the PM. I'm pretty good on both. And then, of course, we got TikTok. TikTok's coming back. It's coming hard. New AI tools. New AI tools. New AI tools. Yeah, well, organic should always kind of be included. But paid's the best. It's arbitrage. Arbitrage is brilliant. Because here's how it goes. This is how arbitrage goes. You figure out what your cost per acquisition is, and if you can get it below what you want it to be, you have unlimited scale. So you, like organic, you don't know what posts are going to go up and down, and you want to always do organic, because organic's going to bring stuff in. But, like, let's say, for example, if you could get yourself a lead into the business for $50, you could be spending $50 a day. That's one additional sell per day. But the next day, you can put it to $1,000 a day. Then congrats, you have 200 leads per day. Like it's pretty much like it's very linear with the growth. Like it may have somewhat of a bell curve or other curve or whatever curve it's evolved where it gets slightly more expensive, but you're able to control demand a lot more. So think of it that way. It's like, what would cracking advertising do versus cracking organic? Organic would, like it can be consistent, it can bump up and down and everything, and it's a lot of maintenance. But if you can get ads to work, and of course I'm an advertiser, but I've seen it break businesses and just in general. I'd say Google keywords are going to be some of your best ones, like people searching to literally buy a new refrigerator, buy whatever, even buying the products, buy Maytag, buy whatever, buy Samsung fridge. Like you have so many keywords that you can hit for it. And then Facebook too. You just have to have the right site, the right messaging. And then you base your cost on like some sort of action that they take. They download the price list. They download this. They download that. No, it's not that bad in general. Or maybe a contact, or maybe you give them something where you could figure out what your cost is there, where they come in with some kind of a coupon. You know, whatever. 10% off delivery. You recommend going deep and testing the creative copy, or going wide and test multiple offers? I like to give an offer a good test. I don't think wide. I'd rather go in deep. But the thing is, it's just like, you don't have to do many creative versions. Like you don't have to make like 50 for your first campaign, or else Facebook's never going to be able to properly test them, especially at like whatever budget you're starting out at. So I'll get one product. I like to put it in like one product at a time, just so I can kind of, then I get it cracked, and then I'll keep it running, and then it's like, okay, time to start another product, and you have that one fund the cost of doing the next one, and it becomes a lot more sustainable for it. So I just really like 5, 10 ads, etc. Yeah, definitely chat me up later. We'll talk more. I could always help you out with it. Let me know. But yeah, just basically create a 5, 10 ads maximum. And yes, I won't forget to leave a review. I'll do that after this. So don't you worry. But yeah, just like test your ads, see how close they are. And a lot of things is like, don't do changes too early. Don't do changes too often. Like I say, the first 24 hours, you don't get anything from it. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you get really lucky. But odds are you're not going to get very lucky for the first 24 hours. So I'd wait a little bit and then push it through at the same time. So yeah, just basically figure out everything there. Let it run for a bit. Give it some days before. If you get too quick of like, oh, this is shit, exit, cut it. You're kind of putting your account like back in that relearning. And relearning sucks because you'll have another 24 hours of shit. So if you make a change every day, you technically never leave that learning. You're always just going into the learning phase. So you'll get 0 sales all the time, even though the campaigns may be good. You just got to give them that time to convert through. Where it's almost like you put a campaign up and you'd be like, all right, I'll edit this in 3 days. I'm willing to spend for 3 days and see what happens with it. First day's going to be shit. Second day, you'll likely get a sale, maybe the third day. And then from that, you'll be like, okay, it's got sales, so we'll see. I just will not even look at that first day and be like, what are my costs like? What's my percentage? Could this work? And if it can, let it run longer, and then before you kind of do any changes to it. But you want to let it sit for a little bit on that side too. Just, yeah, there's too many changes that you can make to it. It'll absolutely... What if you spend more? How often can you change? About the same, honestly. I've campaigned spending thousands. I don't like to change them too much. The thing is, like, you build it out wider, so lots of campaigns and stuff, so they don't affect each other as much. But even at the higher spends, you can start to do more. But that's usually a lot higher spends. And I don't like to push into higher spends until I know, like, at least we're close in profit. So it's like, oh, potential loss, $500, even though I'm spending like $5,000. You kind of go at it like that. You could get it to learn faster and everything, but you really don't want to push it too fast. And you'll see, you can tell when they're winners. They just absolutely pop off. It's just like Auden for me when I started it. It was like the first couple days, it was like up $500, and I'm like, okay, even if I were to just quit now and walk away, take my $500, go to the casino, double it up, triple it up, but yeah, no, that was just like a sign where it's like, okay, this product's very close to viable, if not already viable at this current time. So one of those things you have to factor with it. But yeah, we'll take a look. We'll see what you did. I can look at the history of the account. I can see how much you're on that clicking and everything else. We'll get connected for that. It'll likely be later in the week though. I just kind of want to start it with a short one, kind of take a look at what ChatGPT 4 can do when it comes to marketing. And it can do quite a bit. Like, it's definitely a lot better. I'll be able to tell you where your weakest point is too, and we'll be able to look at the numbers and be like, how close are you to the actual benchmark and everything else. But anyways, I'm probably going to end it on that note. Just doing an hour today. Get the streaming live again, Got to rip off that Band-Aid. But just in general, just remember that
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
But yeah, we'll talk more on it, Philip. Definitely looking to guide some of you guys more. My affiliate stuff's been all going really well. So, in a pretty good position. I think going into April, we're kind of at the end of the month. This is a good time to basically start it up again. Anything that wasn't converting that well. Beginning of the month wasn't the best. First part of the month was pretty good. Second, third part of the month, not as good. Spring break. Too much competition. But yeah, we're definitely going into the good territory. And then we're also going to have people getting their tax returns. And that's a really good time to print some money. So we'll make some money another time. Anyways, everybody, appreciate having you. Thanks, If. Thanks, T-Star. As my kids go crazy in the background. Anyways, bye.